Right now, there is a silent storm in Nigeria, a storm that could wipe out every opposition party before 2027 election. We are talking about the Obidient Movement, raising an alarm. They are claiming there is a deliberate, coordinated plot to leave Peter Obi without a single political platform to stand on for election. The million-dollar question remains: are we watching a fair legal proceeding, or is this a blueprint for a political monopoly? Make no mistake, we aren't just discussing party logos anymore. We are debating the very survival of your right to choose. They says the government is acting like termites inside the opposition. So let's get this straight. Peter Obi left Labour Party, Nigeria. Then suddenly the party stabilized without him. He moved to ADC, African Democratic Congress, and now that party is under legal attack. Stay with me. What they are calling due process is actually a political filter. The explanation is a smokescreen designed to hide a calculated strike on the opposition. Here is the full breakdown. December 2025, Obi exit the Labour Party after a long internal crisis. Court then established the leadership he opposed, effectively locking him out. March 30, 2026, Obi joined force with Kwakwanso. Massive rally in Kano. Momentum start building. Then suddenly, INEC stepped in. ADC leadership get delisted based on an old appeal. So what are we seeing? A pattern. Every time Obi finds a political home, the structure collapses. But before we go deeper, like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, because we don't just report politics here, we decode it. Mainstream media may be too polite, but here we call it exactly how it is. Now, let's break this down line by line. Yunusa Tanko says the government is operating like termites. That is not just an insult. That is a strategy description. What does termite do? They don't attack from outside. They eat from inside, quietly, slowly, and systematically. So, what is he implying? Opposition parties are being weakened from within. Internal actors, legal manipulation, strategic court rulings. By the time you notice, the structure has already collapsed. And Tanko goes on, call the judiciary a booby trap. That is serious. What does that mean? The trap is invisible until it snaps. Look at the timeline. Obi plus Kwakwanso unite. Momentum builds. Then suddenly, legal confusion. Coincidence? In Nigerian politics, coincidence is rare. Timing is everything. And this timing raises serious questions. Now let's zoom out a little bit. What is the ideology behind this? The rolling system says youth should step up, contest elections. But at the same time, opposition platforms are being destabilized. Let's apply logic. You cannot invite people to a game while removing the playing field. This is what I call strategic enclosure, where alternative platform becomes unstable. Legal uncertainty becomes the weapon. The incumbent becomes the default choice. So, even if voters are angry, they have nowhere to go. But this is the question. Why did Labour Party leadership suddenly become settled only after Obi left? Where was this judicial urgency during the election petition delays? Why does every political platform Obi joined suddenly face a crisis? How can democracy function if party leadership is constantly destabilized? Is INEC interpreting the law or shaping the outcome? For more clarity, let's bring it down to reality. If ADC is weakened, PDP is divided, then what remains? A shrinking political space. For Nigerians, this means fewer choices, less competition, reduced accountability. And worst of all, your 2027 vote may be limited before you even cast it. Because if institutions decide who lead parties, who get recognized, then your PVC becomes symbolic, not powerful. So here is my honest take. Satanko sounds like someone who has seen a pattern. He is not just complaining, he is describing a system. Call it Oshoko logic, termite strategy, political survival game. But they all point to one thing: 2027 is being shaped in 2026. Whether you support Obi or not, the survival of opposition parties equals to survival of democracy, because once opposition disappears, power becomes unchecked. So I will end it here with this. If Nigeria drifting towards a one-party system, are we witnessing the gradual erase of viable opposition? Is this strategy or coincidence? Drop your thought in the comments. I want to hear from you, Obedience, APC supporters, and neutral observers. Finally, if you love and understand this analysis, like and share this video, because information is power. And silence benefits system, not citizens. Stay alert, stay informed, and remember, democracy doesn't collapse in one day. It disappears in calculated steps. Peace. We will see in the next one.